dear sisters, distinguished partners, good morning, everyone. To put into context what she's just mentioned, there are studies that have been conducted by UNFPA that informed us on the social ills, and among them, we would say there is child marriage, transactional sex, alcohol and drug abuse, sexual and gender-based violence that are still persisting around us. We all know that these topics are taboos in most of the parts of our continent. Hence, the growing gaps in parent-child communication, as well as limited access to sexual reproductive health information and quality service that are going to delay us in delivering the Africa we want, and that is what our girls and women deserve. Indeed, how can we be comfortable knowing that in East and Southern Africa, nearly 1 in 5 adolescent girls are getting pregnant? Undeniably, we must not rest as long as in sub-Saharan Africa, at least 1/3 of early pregnancies are unplanned, building up to pregnancies and childbirth complications being the leading cause of death among 15 to 19 years old. The International Conference on Population and Development, ICDP, that was conducted in Cairo in 1994 and recently last year was recommitted 25 years after, brought about a shift, as it called all nations to enforce women and girls' sexual reproductive rights. My country, Rwanda, its commitment to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by the year 2030, declared adolescent sexual reproductive health a national priority for our socio-economic development. And through a multi-sectoral response and the support of partners like UNFPA, among many, we invested in designing and implementing regional commitments, youth-friendly policies, legal and institutional frameworks to preserve sexual reproductive health rights. And to complement our government efforts, my foundation have put in place 4 projects, one of them being what we deemed the Adolescent and Youth Sexual Reproductive Health and Rights Project. And in this one, we pair schools and communities with the health care centers to provide sexual reproductive health knowledge and youth-friendly quality service through what we call Youth Corner. We also have a multi-partner project that we call the Bahoneza in our language, that means live well, integrated health project. We are carrying out nationwide awareness campaigns on sexual reproductive health, family planning, and the prevention of teenage pregnancy, while disseminating manuals to facilitate parent-adolescent communication. The other project is the Innovation Accelerator Program. We are encouraging the youth to become agents of change by providing innovative and business-led solutions to sexual reproductive health challenges. And this year we had what we called, a year's challenge surrounding the teenage pregnancies, and they came up with many solutions on that topic. And last but not least, through the First Time Young Mothers program, we are supporting young mothers aged 10 to 19 from vulnerable backgrounds to access maternal and newborn health services, counseling, and as well as family reintegration, because some of them go through stigma and families often cannot have them with them. So we've been able to reintegrate them in their families. You'll allow me to conclude by sharing with you some of the key recommendations based on my country's experience. Again, we have in the policy and legal reforms addressing age of marriage, consent to sexual activities and access to sexual reproductive health information and services on the continent should be treated as a matter of urgency. Young people's participation in the planning and delivery of SRH and rights, services and information at all levels should be promoted, because really nothing cannot be done for them without them. And strengthening national and global partnerships with committed partners like you here present should be multiplied. And lastly, and most importantly, as sisters in OAFLAD, we really need to leverage this platform to learn from each other's best practice for the true upliftment of our communities.